In the quiet moments of life, when the day's noise fades and you are left alone with your own thoughts, have you ever wondered why does everything feel so repetitive sometimes? Why do even the things you once wanted start to feel ordinary? Paramhansa Yogananda gives a simple, piercing answer. The reason people's lives are so dull and uninteresting is that they depend on shallow channels for their happiness, instead of going to the limitless source of all joy within themselves. Let's sit with that for a moment. Shallow channels, not bad channels, not sinful channels, just shallow, meaning they can only hold so much, like trying to quench deep thirst with a few drops. So many of us try to drink happiness from these little streams: a compliment, a purchase, a new gadget, attention, success, entertainment, scrolling, planning the next trip, waiting for the next weekend. Each one gives a quick sparkle, like sunlight on water. But after a while, the sparkle fades and we reach for the next thing, then the next. And without realizing it, life becomes a cycle of seeking outside and feeling empty inside. And that's what Yogananda is pointing to. The problem is not life, it's the source we are using to feel alive. When happiness depends on outer things, it becomes fragile because outer things change, people change, moods change, circumstances change. And when those change, our joy collapses with them. But Yogananda says there is a limitless source of all joy within you, not within you as a poetic idea, but as a spiritual reality. God's presence, the soul's calm radiance, the deep inner peace that doesn't need permission from the world to exist. Think of it like this: if your happiness is like a lamp plugged into the wall, it will shine steadily. But if your happiness is like a lamp running on tiny batteries, it will flicker and you'll spend your life replacing batteries, new distractions, new pleasures, new achievements, new relationships to fill the gap. The word teaches us to become consumers of happiness. The soul invites us to become discoverers of happiness. Now, here's an important truth: Yogananda isn't telling you to reject life. He is not saying don't enjoy anything. He is saying don't depend on the shallow channels as your main supply. Because when your main joy comes from within, then outer things become blessings, not crutches. A beautiful day becomes more beautiful. A relationship becomes purer, less demanding. Success becomes lighter because you are not using it to prove your worth. Even challenges becomes meaningful because your peace isn't built on perfect conditions. So how do we go within? How do we stop living only through shallow channels? Start small, very small, because the soul responds to sincerity, not drama. Here is a gentle practice you can do even today. Pause and withdraw your energy. Close your eyes for a minute. Let your shoulders soften. Let the breath slow down. For a moment, don't chase any thought. Don't fix anything. Just be. Pray honestly, not fancy words, just divine presence. Teach me where true joy lives. I am tired of chasing. Reveal yourself within me. Feel, don't think. Happiness from shallow channels is usually noisy. I need this. I want that. But inner joy is quiet. It feels like calm, like spaciousness, like a soft sweetness behind the heart. Even if you feel only a little peace, hold it, respect it. That little peace is a doorway. And the more you return to that inner space, the more you'll notice something wonderful. Life becomes interesting again, not because everything outside changes, but because you are changing. A soul connecting to God doesn't need constant stimulation to feel alive. It carries a silent celebration inside. It can sit quietly and still feel rich. It can walk through ordinary routines and still feel wonder because the wonder is not outside anymore, it's within. And this is freedom Yogananda is offering. Stop begging shallow streams to become oceans. Stop demanding the world to give you what only the soul can provide. Go to the source. Because when you discover that limitless joy within yourself, you will realize the world didn't become dull. You were simply looking for infinity in places too small to hold it. So today, take a just few minutes, turn inward, seek the presence, and let your heart drink from the endless well of joy that has been waiting for you all along. May that inner light awaken in you more and more until your life is no longer dull or uninteresting, but filled with the living sweetness of God. If this message touched your heart, stay close to His path. Subscribe and let's keep walking inward together. Jai Guru.